Good evening. Welcome to Things We Should Know. This is Night Ether. Things We Should Know is a segment providing valuable information that will enlighten your consciousness and elevate your consciousness, relating to historical facts, important people, and of course, broadening your mind. So tonight, we will talk about Juneteenth. The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves an absolute equality of personal rights and rights of property between farmer, masters, and slaves, and the connection heretofore existing between them becomes that between employer and hired labor. This is from General Orders Number 3, Headquarters, District of Texas at Galveston, June 19th, 1865, otherwise known as Juneteenth. Let's start with the history. When President Lincoln had passed, the 13th Amendment was being established throughout the country. Unfortunately for Texas, they were not notified until 2.5 years after it went into effect on January 1st, 1863. Once they were notified, newly freed black men and women of Texas transformed June 19th as a day of celebration, walking in a new life. Next, I'll talk about the cultural impact. According to the Juneteenth website, it is celebrated all across the world, even all the way to Paris, France. Or Paris, France. The celebration consists of a large parade and many vendors selling goods from clothing to incense. Denver, Colorado has the biggest celebration, and as of this past summer, or 2 summers ago, Pennsylvania declared it a state holiday. Next, I'll talk about how Grambling celebrates Juneteenth. For Grambling, we also have a parade, but it's gotten smaller and smaller over the years. Therefore, there's not much of an economic advantage other than booth rentals for vendors.
Short man, you gonna put that in here?
Look, that's how y'all put away.
Black Towns Matter, to be conducted in black towns and settlements throughout the United States and Canada today.
With that, even though it's celebrated widely, it's becoming unimportant to some within the melanin community. Through this, we hope we shined a light on a very important holiday for my community by explaining the history, cultural, and economic impact, and lack of in Grambling and other locations. If it wasn't for our ancestors, you wouldn't have the freedom you would have, nor even be present today. Consider Juneteenth not only as a celebration, but of remembrance and respect for those before us. And tonight, my friends, this concludes the first segment of Things We Should Know. Have a good evening.